This is the stuff that running opens doors for you. Never would have found this if I didn't decide to do this 10K Tuesday. Welcome to 10K Tuesday. Yeah, this is a street. This is not a driveway. Getting soft in the flat land. This is the stuff that running opens doors for you. Never would have found this if I didn't decide to do this 10K Tuesday. Big finish. We had to set any speed records for the outdoor portion, but we made it. So the terrain here in St. John is tricky, to say the least. And so the way I was able to get my 10K portion done was I ran 5.5 miles on a treadmill at the resort. And then the balance I went ahead and covered out here on the roads, which kind of seem like trails. This is actually a freaking road here. No disrespect to St. John, but that's the circumstances of the environment here. So, you know, if you could get used to running this, man, that'll turn you into one tough motherfucker, I'd say. But it sure is pretty. Hey, welcome to 10K Tuesday. My name is Scott. If you've never been here before with me, welcome. Every Tuesday, what we do is we run 10 kilometers, and we have this audacious goal of striving to make 10K. My vehicle for doing that is going to be day trading. So let me switch over real quick to the financial portion of our program. I shot this yesterday in anticipation of today, and I'll tell you why here today. Oh, wow. This is just a sweet bonus that I'm actually catching a good trade. But it's Monday, and I just wanted to take this moment. I just can't believe that I'm actually in this picture that I've dreamed of trading in front of, you know, one of the most beautiful beaches on planet Earth. I'm in St. John, U.S. Virgin Islands. And I just can't believe this is happening right now. When I pressed record on this phone, the trade was actually losing. I was just like, I don't care, because this is freaking wonderful, and it's something that I'd always hoped would happen, but I didn't really know it would happen. Hell, there's even a rainbow right there. I mean, good grief. Anyway, it's not Tuesday, but I know that running is going to be challenging tomorrow, and so I just took this opportunity to come out to the beach, see if I could hit a lick, and I'm doing, you know, $45 up, cool, but oh man. Anyway, I'm kind of rambling for this financial part of 10K Tuesday, but you know, I want this for you so bad, and you know, if you dream it, you can think it, you can do it, and here I am. I mean, you know, this is a vacation. It ain't forever, but I'm just so freaking thankful right now. I wanted to share that, and I want this type of stuff for you, and frankly, you can do it. You can do anything you want. You cannot do everything you want. So if you just lock in on, you know, something that's really important to you, and sort of block out all the other bullshit, you can do it. It's really as simple as that. I'm not saying it's easy, but it is as simple as that. Okay, back to you, Scott. Okay, welcome back. Yeah, so in order to get everything done, you know, running here is kind of tricky, so I went ahead and did a little trading yesterday and came out all right. Just happy to have it, and I can't believe that I was actually able to do that. You know, I've seen lots of cats, you know, on the internet, like particularly Tim Sykes, you know, trading from a laptop in some exotic, beautiful location, and before you know it, it's you in that picture. You know, it's just crazy that, you know, we can do whatever we want. We can't do everything we want. But, you know, one thing I wanted to talk about in today's episode is, regrets and zigging when we should have zagged. For example, yesterday, I threw the drone up in the air to try to get some sweet footage, and I was at the taxi stand in our resort, and a lady taxi driver was chatting with me, and she asked, what do you do? Where are you from? And I asked her, hey, have you ever been to the States before? And she said, yes. Many years ago, I was in the Army. I didn't get to do a lot of sightseeing, but I spent 5 years in the Army. And then she said, I should have stayed. That was my biggest regret. I'm just talking in her accent, not meaning to be offensive in any way, but she said it like 4 times. That was my biggest regret. I should have stayed. I should have stayed. I should have retired with the Army, etc. We all have regrets, don't we? We all zigged when we should have zagged at some point. We all have done shit that we're downright ashamed of. And, just guesstimating her age, I would bet that the mistake, quote unquote, that she made was 25 years ago, and she's still beating herself up over it. So, she is obvious that she was a taxi driver. There's an outfit here on St. John called, I think it's Island Girl Taxi Service. So maybe she could have come back here and started her own taxi service. Perhaps she would have found that more fulfilling than being a driver. And hell, why can't she do it right now? What's stopping her from starting now? Lots of people really find their stride later on in life. The list goes on and on for that. I mean, Henry Ford, he started Ford Motor Company at age 39. So we'll let him make the cut there. But he built Ford in his 40s. Andrew Carnegie, he didn't start Carnegie Steel until he's in his 50s. P.T. Barnum, he was one of America's earliest millionaires. He didn't hit his stride until he was 60. Samuel L. Jackson didn't get his first starring role until what iconic film? Pulp Fiction. How old was he? 43. Rodney Dangerfield, he didn't get his big break until he was 46. The list goes on and on, folks. It's just your past occurrences are not the determination of your future. And every day is a freaking clean slate if we just give ourselves a fucking break and act accordingly. Look, by the way, I just had my 49th birthday recently, and I've finished a book. Yeah, so I wrote a book. I didn't think I would actually finish writing the book right here, but I actually wrote my first freaking book. I'm proud of that. And that book, by the way, the title of that book is Always Ripped, The Ultimate Fitness Guide for Men Over 40. In my book, naturally, I will show you how to lose weight, keep it off, not suffer through it. I'm not living like a freaking monk. I'm enjoying every bit of it. I eat ice cream, I eat pizza, I eat Big Macs and stuff just like anybody else. I just don't eat them all the fucking time, but I still eat them. And I've got tricks and hacks for you on that. Did you know that between 80 and 95% of all dieters gain the weight back? That's the whole trouble. And I identify why that is and how to get you over that hump. My big plan was I was going to take pictures of me being all ripped on my 49th birthday, but I've experienced a setback. I got this freaking rash on day 1 of arriving here. No, I'm not crying, I'm not boo-hooing, but it's either shingles or it's jellyfish larvae, aka sea lice. The timing more lines up for the jellyfish larva thing, because my wife got stung with a jellyfish at the exact same moment I discovered this. But the whole point is I was going to take pictures, to promote my book. I need to be the guy who's always ripped. And I've got this big old freaking gnarly rash right front and center. So I've got to ask myself, is that a setback or a setup? And I have no choice but to say, you know what, it's a setup. It's a setup to become even more ripped, to lose even more weight, to shed a couple more pounds, to develop a few more muscles. I'm in good shape for a 49-year-old. Is there improvement I could make? Absolutely. But I really, had my heart set on this time and place to shoot, what would be the cover for my book. I may shoot it anyway and just try to sort of Photoshop the freaking rash out. I don't know. You know, I consider you my friends if you're watching this, and I don't mind giving you a backstage, you know, peek into what's going on in my world. So yeah, that's what we're going through. But so man, I felt my heart goes out to that lady, and my heart goes out to any of you who are beating yourself up over shitty decisions you made long ago. So the past and the future are both non-existent. You know, the future is just anxiety or anticipation. You know, you got to decide what that is. The past is, you know, you're not going to step in the same creek twice. You just can't go back. All you can do is I would suggest meditation, and that will help you realize who you are and the present moment in which you live, and will help you make better decisions moving forward. And to that lady, I wish her all the love and luck. If she can figure out, it's not too late for her to make chicken salad out of chicken shit. And that's kind of a philosophy that I run off of, because I feel like you got no choice. You know, you gotta take it as if God's setting you up for something better, especially if you have a relationship with God. If you have a relationship with God, then that's it. I mean, that's the only alternative. And if you don't, then you just sort of might Forrest Gump your way there, which has happened, you know, because a lot of us still identify universe as God and just don't have the balls to call universe God. So anyway, I am here with my family, the ones I love, and, you know, one of the most beautiful places on planet Earth, and I'm so thankful to be here. And, you know, depending on when you see this video, if you are interested in my book, at the very time of me making this video, it's not available yet. I don't have a delivery system for it, but when I do, there will be a link in the notes below this video. It'll help you get ripped. It'll help you stay ripped. It'll help you beat booze, drugs, nicotine, and it'll help you get away from all those things and not gain the weight back. All with the greatest of ease. Like, I'm not freaking suffering. I'm not missing anything. I'm not living like a monk. I still eat ice cream. I still eat Big Macs. I still eat pizza, you know. The book will also tell you exactly why 80 to 95% of all dieters gain the weight back. So it'll help you keep that off and become a new motherfucker. So that's the secret, is keeping it off. So many people can lose it. For instance, my father-in-law lost over 100 pounds just for his daughter's wedding day, and he gained it all back within about a year and a half. So I'm going to show you how to keep it off. The whole point of this video isn't to pitch the book, but if you think it'll help you, the link will be available in the notes below. Awesome. Hey, so thanks so much for watching. I hope you create a great day. Do not waste this day. You don't have a single day to waste. Every day is a clean slate for you, and make the most of it. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you next week. Bye. You know, one last thing about regrets that's occurred to me as I'm walking my way back to the place to put the video together and everything. You know, part of regrets is the accumulation of karmic debt, and you know, that's one thing that we want to stop if you want your lives to move forward, is dropping vices and stop accumulating karmic debt. And so if you want to study on that, you know, Deepak Chopra and Sadhguru are excellent sources for that sort of thing. But one of the things that Deepak Chopra cites is, of course I'm on the wrong side of the road here. They drive on the left-hand side of the road here in the Virgin Islands. Meditation is a key way to get rid of, is this dude waiting on me? I'm just gonna move on then if he is. Okay. I don't think he is, but I just don't want to be a dick and block up a road. Okay, meditation, karmic debt. That's one thing Deepak Chopra talks about to eliminating karmic debt. You know, like if you fucked over somebody, or if you've been acting in a shitty way that makes you more of a taker instead of a giver. Anyway, meditation is just good all the way around. But that is, you know, one, you can do like the AA thing and go back and try to atone. Shit, I'm on the wrong side of the fucking road again. Yeah, they beeped at me. Yeah, well, they'll be all right. So, yeah, you can go back and try to atone for, you know, all your sins and misgivings. And sure, if you can, why not? But you know, if you're sitting in a position where you can't, meditation is pretty much all you got. And so that's great news. That's great news. Take it up by all means. And one thing that I've always said is, you know, if praying to God is talking to him, then what's listening to God? And I would argue that it's meditation. And meditation is just simply being still and doing nothing and just receiving. You don't have to think. In fact, it's better that you don't think. And that's hard for us to do as squirrely ass humans. But anyway, you know, just a final thought. I wanted to shoehorn that into this episode as I meander my way back to my place. I'm still on the wrong side of the fucking road. They hate me here. All right, have a good one.